Hello, everybody. Today, we'd like to welcome you to our stream where we talk a little bit about our game Coral Cove. We are the development team. My name is Johannes.
My name is Sandro.
And I'm Iris.
I'd say without further ado, let's jump right into our game and tell you a little bit what we made and how you can play.
So here you can see Coral Cove. We're just going to start with the tutorial and I'm going to walk you through on what the game actually is, how it works. So the main idea is it's a top-down match-3 strategy-like game and it's about rebuilding a coral reef. So you start off with basically an empty map and a few corals that you can place. These are your stack, so this is your stack of corals. These are all the corals that you have in the beginning. And you can click, or in this case I have the controller, so I'm gonna press a button and I can place the coral wherever I want. Each coral has a certain level, so this is a level 1 coral. If I put corals of the same level next to each other, they can merge into the next high level. So since it's a match 3, in most cases it's 3 corals of the same level. So for example here I have a level 1 coral, so if I place 3 level 1 corals next to each other, they can merge into a level 2 coral. They always merge onto the last placed coral, and if you manage to combine corals, you will actually expand the area that you can build on. So here's level 2, we're just gonna try and build another level 2. And this goes on and on, so if you place 3 level 2, they again merge into a level 3. So if we make a third level 2 here, they will actually first combine into level 2 and then combine into level 3, since we again have 3 of them next to each other. And for that we got some cards back. There are also some special tiles. For example, here you can see a quest. It's still hidden because it's somewhere else, it's not part of our reef yet. But since we know when we merge stuff, we can expand the area, we can actually bin towards it, and the area will expand to connect this to our reef. So we know that this has a certain level. This is a level 4. You can see the levels in the top left corner. So we've built up to level 3 until now, so we've never seen the level 4 yet. So we'll actually get this onto a card stack for now, so we can try placing it here. If we place it somewhere else, we'll just get it back. So here's where we gotta place it. Then we get some cards back as well, because that's a quest. Here's another quest. We actually gotta build this one with the corals that we have. So if we just place 3 level 1s next to each other again, they combine into level 2, and that's how we complete the quest. Here's another one. Again, it's not part of a reef yet, so we have to build in its direction until it's connected. So we need a level 3 here. If we place this here, we're just gonna merge it here. So we need the last level 2 here, so we're gonna place a level 2 here and another one here. To get a level 2 here, we can place level 1s to get it here. So to get another one, we can, for example, place like this. And then the last one, they will go onto here. So that's the basic idea on how we make quests. There's the last thing. There are some special tiles that actually only need 2 corals. So these are merge 2 basically. If we place these corals here, we can try to build a level 5, which is the last and highest coral. So we can merge into a level 4 here, and then again somewhere. So, and that's the last one. That's the main idea, that's how the tutorial works. And now we're gonna actually start into a round. I'm gonna tell you a bit about how it works when you play a proper round.
So I'm gonna take over. So my strategy is always I place the first initial corals on the center tiles, so I get instantly some level 2 corals, and then I can expand a little bit and merge into level 3 corals. So, and I'm also trying to reveal some of the quests on the right. So, and merge a level 3 there.
As you can see now, it's not a tutorial anymore, so you can actually get other corals onto your card stack. So you can see when he merges into, for example, level 3 coral, or if you would do a quest, you can see that he gets cards back, and the card stick fills up, and there are other levels on the card stick as well. So you can later on get, for example, up to level 4 corals. That will kind of give you a bit of a head start, so you don't always have to start from level 1 and merge all the way up. And the main idea is, as you can see, the card stack is slowly depleting. as soon as there are no more cards left, the game ends. And you get a score for how many corals you placed, how long you survived, how many quests you did. It's kind of a combination. And so we can see if it actually manages to build a level 5 core.
I think so.
We'll see. You can then unlock some additional features that you will see once we get there. So there are some additional challenges that you will face that are not present yet.
So my idea was to get the level 4 quest completed, but I
You will manage it.
somehow I just would need another level 3
You got a
or
level 2 coming up.
Yeah.
but yeah, I
But you
could
can
place level 1 here, level 1 here, and this should work, I think. Yes. Nice. And now we got a level up. So when you complete certain actions, you get rewards, and we can pick now one of those 3. For example, the area level up, which levels up where we place the upgrade, and if we want to directly set one tile to level 2, for example, or if we want to shuffle our card stack. But I think I'm gonna take the area level up, and
You could place it onto one of the level 4s, and this will actually level up by 1, and we got a level 5 coral.
yes, correct.
Right. So now you've actually unlocked something. This is one of the first achievements, your first level 5 outside of the tutorial. And these will unlock dead corals that we will see a little bit later on. Basically, there are some tiles that will spawn with dead corals on them. You can't place on those as long as these corals are there. But that's why you got those little fish that swim around the level 5 coral that you just created. Right, so we can see it.
Yeah.
And once you get some of these dead corals, they will actually swim around and try to clean them up. You have a limited radius, so you need to see where you have to place these level 5 corals in order to clean up everything. We will see that later on.
Okay. I think I just want to get to the next quests. Okay, where do I place this? Maybe here. Okay. This I can make to level 5 one. Nice. And of course I can directly place the level 4.
You can always place them
quest.
directly on the quest if you have them. The rewards you get will be a little bit lower. And here you can see the dead corals. So that's what they look like. And as you can see, you cannot currently place on them. The idea for these dead corals, so the actual idea of the game. If you know, around the world, coral reefs are currently under a lot of stress. A lot of them are dying. And there is a process called coral bleaching. Corals are animals that consist of like small little animal parts that are called polyps, and they live together with algae that are called zooxanthellae. And these provide the coral with nutrition through photosynthesis. Now, if corals get stressed, for example, because of rising temperatures underwater due to global warming, or also due to pollution, they will expel the zooxanthellae. As a result of that, the coral will turn white, since the zooxanthellae gives them the vibrant colors. So when a coral bleaches, it's not dead yet. It doesn't have any food income, basically. So if it can't recover, it will eventually die. This is what happened to those corals that you could see. So they're basically dead now. They're corpses of animals, and there is no way to restore them. So you try to get them out of the way to actually put new corals there and rebuild the reef.
So yeah, we can actually see that the fish in our game that spawned from the level 5 corals are cleaning up the dead corals now. So
As you can see, they have a limited radius, which you can see when you hover over a fish or over the home, right? So there's this blue outline. So this one coral that's right in the corner, they can't actually reach that. So you'd have to build another level 5 coral outside of the reach to get another flock of fish, school of fish, and they could clean that up. So for now, it's just gonna stay there. Also, I talked over that, but we've actually unlocked the shockwave. So you can see in the top, there's a UI there that's saying that a shockwave will arrive in 2 turns. So what that does is, occasionally a shockwave will kind of jolt through the reef and destroy all cores that are not connected to your artifact. So the artifact is the tile in the middle, and you can connect cores by just, so you can see those blue bridges now. If there's kind of a bridge of cores onto a certain tile, then it's connected. So to the right, that coral is shaking a little bit, that level 4 coral, that's not connected because there are no cores kind of leading to the artifact. So if Sandro doesn't place anything, then those 2 corals in the corner will actually die. But he has 2 rounds left, so you can just place corals in between.
Or I could just take the shockwave delay upgrade.
Or you could delay it.
Because that would come in handy. So yeah.
You can also see the corals that are collected will raise slightly. I don't know if you can really see it in the stream. And again, if the coral comes closer, so you will see now, you get those blue bridges and they start shaking. So again, those 2 are still endangered. But they're
Now they
connected
should
now.
be connected, yeah.
Right. And so you will actually now see the shockwave. Now this one, he just unconnected it because he merged it, so it died immediately. So because of the shockwave, you'll actually have to kind of build cleverly to connect your cores and make sure that you don't place them somewhere without any connection. So it's always kind of, you have to make sure to build bridges outwards. And of course, because they merge together, you can't just place 5 cores of the same level in between to connect them because they will merge again. Now I think
I have 3 level 1 cards left.
you can merge them one more time. If you merge those in the corner, you'll get one or two. You get a few cores back. But I think
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
reaching an end. Oh, actually
Oh,
get a level
maybe I can
3.
save it. If we merge this
Yeah.
one, yes. Okay, we got 8 left, so yeah. Overlook the shockwave.
Again, the gray ones around the artifact, those are, we call them fertile tiles. It means you have, so you only need 2 cores. On the other ones you need 3. If one of them is placed on another tile, it takes 3. So they give you kind of a head start in the beginning. You need less cores to merge on those, so it's usually a good idea to try and merge cores around the center, as you can see here.
But I'm already filling up my fertile tiles with level
Yeah.
5 tiles and I can't remove those.
Right, so the level 5 cores, again, they don't merge, so 5 is the max. And some of them will have fish. Only one in the radius that you could see can have fish. So a lot of them will kind of just stand around, so you also have to check where you place them, so that you don't just ruin all of the space. It will get filled up pretty much later on. Yeah, I think,
And I think
sorry.
that's it.
Right, but I did pretty good, so
309.
that's quite a high score for the beginning, of course. We actually unlocked a new game mode. I think we'll also show that later. There will be other game modes where the area that you can play in is limited, so you actually have to manage your space. Right now you can just always extend your reef. You will also unlock some additional features, some you could see already. And I think we're just going to show you.
I think, Johannes, do you want to take over?
I'm gonna take over and show you a bit about the game mode Iris just talked about, where we have to manage our space a bit better in order to not run out of it, or maybe to build ourselves into a corner where we can't really continue from. So let's jump right into it. As you can see here, you can see a slight outline. This is the space we have available right now, so we cannot build outside of it. I'm going to show you. If I go to the corner, here the tiles still come, but afterwards I can't continue. So if I was to purposely fail this quest right now and go right to the corner, no new tiles will spawn. This is the crucial aspect of this game mode. You need to really take care and watch out where you're building so you don't run out before you expand this field. So how can you expand it? Well, that's quite, well, it's not simple, but it takes some practice to get used to. But you need to level up. As we've seen before, Sandro leveled up a few times already. And when you level up, you get, of course, a reward first. but also you get XP in the small XP bar down below at the bottom of the screen. And once you reach level 3, I think, possibly level 3, then your area will expand in a random direction. So let's see if we can, after already failing one quest, let's see if we can still salvage this and reach the next level in order to advance our field. Okay. Bit tricky. Oh, here again we see the dead corals. So this is an additional factor that we have to calculate in. Maybe we have that space available, but it's not yet unblocked. So that makes it even more difficult.
But it's also good because cleaning those up once you get a level 5 building will give you some XP. So you can get XP through building level 5 corals, through cleaning up those dead corals, and also through making quests. So if you get those in the beginning, as long as you know how to handle them, basically, it can be a good thing. Because you can level up easier. And that's because we build a level 5, so we can choose one.
I wonder. Maybe I want to take this upgrade, the coral removal, kelp removal, not coral removal, where we can remove this kelp here. It's basically just a block that you can't interact with unless you got this upgrade where you can remove it in order to free up more space to build. So that's actually what I want here, because I'm kind of running out of space already before reaching level 3. So let's continue. Maybe, as you can see here, I just built the level 5 and now the fish will swim over and clean that up, as we've seen before. So now I get even more space to work with again. And now let's see if I can complete the quest here, because otherwise it's going to be hard to reach the next level. Okay, we need another level 3 somewhere around here. Okay. Oh, that's quite fortunate. Now I got a level 3, so I can immediately combine it onto a level 4 quest. Nice. Now we got a level up, and as you could just see, we got a new area unlocked here. We can now expand into that direction as well. So let's do that. First we're going to just pick a level up, an upgrade, and then let's continue on our voyage to build the biggest reef we ever had. It's quite hard because we have tested this with some other players before, right? And some of them were quite proficient in it, so proficient that they outplayed us by quite a margin. So yes, if you want to try it, I'm sure you can in a short time become even better than us, because well, we're not that good yet. We are just the developers, not the ones who are, yeah, not pro players, let's say. Okay, let's try to complete this quest as well. Oh, that's not easy. I could place directly a level 3 onto that from our card stack, but that will diminish the cards we get from that slightly. So in order to min-max this, to get the most reward out of it, I don't want to directly place it on there, but instead merge onto it using 3 level 2 corals. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, there.
Now could you do it? Yeah.
I could do it now, yeah. So we got a massive amount of cards right now. 4 and 2, so 6 in total for the merge and the quest.
Also because we completed the quest, it actually respawned in the left corner. So if you complete it, usually a new one respawns as long as you still have space available. If you fail it, then this one's out basically. It will not come back. So it's important to try and not fail it, because we failed one in the beginning to show the expansion. We only have 2 now. So Johannes needs to carefully handle those 2.
So, alright, we got another upgrade right now. And what I just picked is a fish expansion upgrade, basically. It means that the range of our fish increases by 1. So if I place it onto this level 5 coral here with the fish on it, you can see now the radius with the dotted outline just increased massively. So now the fish will even be able to reach the outmost dead corals here. So let's see how it works again. Now the fish move from tile to tile. And they even changed the... how can I zoom again?
Red stick.
Right stick. Oh, okay, well. That's how it works. I'm more of a keyboard kind of player. Okay, but as you can see here, now that we placed the upgrade on our fish home coral, we can see, first of all, the fish are now very colorful. They are clownfish, I think.
I think, yeah, should be clownfish.
Very cool. And we can see once we place another one here or somewhere else, they move towards the dead corals again and clean them up. Okay, let's zoom out again a bit and see them do their work.
You know that the shockwave is
Oh,
incoming. One
no,
turn left.
I actually didn't know. Thank you for reminding me. As you can see, the shockwave is just one turn away. So if I place this coral now somewhere here, all of those corals will be removed because they are not connected to the artifact in the middle. And so we don't want that to happen. Let's save them, and all will be fine. And what you have just seen before that, because we actually just unlocked something new, by clearing a lot of dead corals already, we unlocked something called the Coral Farm, right? Do you want to tell us a bit about the Coral Farm, Sandro?
So the coral farm is a special tile that can spawn in the outer regions of your reef. You will get, I think, one coral farm guaranteed in each game once you've unlocked it. And what it basically does is when you place any coral that's above level 1 on it, it will produce all the levels under it each turn on the neighboring tiles. So it's basically a coral farm / factory. And that there it is, the pink tile. So if Johannes places the level 2 tile on it, level 2 coral, it will show the level that it will place once Johannes will make the next turn. So if he places somewhere else, you just saw that the coral factory placed the level 1 coral on its neighbor. Yeah.
Well, as cool as this feature is, I just didn't use it very well right now because there's only one free tile was next to it, and now it's blocked by a level 1 coral, and so I can't make a merge here and free it up again. So what you should be mindful of when using these factories is that they can actually obstruct you in doing what you're trying to do by placing corals there that you don't want. For example, you're having already 2 corals lined up like I did with 2 level 2s here, but since it's only level 2 on the factory, on the farm, it can only spawn below it. A coral level means it will always spawn level 1s around it each turn, and so I can't merge these 2 into level 3 right now because it's blocked. So maybe that was not the best idea to do that, but let's see, maybe I can get that level 2 coral away from there, that level 1 coral, and then, or maybe unlock some more space here in order to place next to it again. Let's see.
Looks kind of difficult to me because they're very
Told him to
crowded.
place it there.
It is kind of difficult, but we'll manage. Let's see if I can do another quest up here, because well, no, I can't because I'm not good enough. Okay, to get more cards, let's complete this quest here and even get a level up. And what we can see now is we got a new upgrade that we haven't seen before, which is the Shockwave Shield. You want to explain a bit what the Shockwave Shield does?
So, as you've seen with the shockwave, it destroys all cores that are not connected to your artifact. But there's this upgrade that you can place on one tile. It will stay on this tile for the rest of the game, and this tile is now saved from the shockwave, so it doesn't have to be connected anymore, it will still not die. So for example here, this core would have died if there was a shockwave right now, but now it's saved, so Johannes doesn't have to worry about this one. It will stay there.
As a cool side effect, we also just unlocked a new region after leveling up. So let's see how we what we can do with that now. I can now merge those 2 level 2s away. And maybe I can even manage to build a level 5 onto the coral farm, because then of course I could get the most out of this farm, because level 4 tiles and 3 tiles would spawn next to it.
You would have to additionally unlock some more space around it, because
True.
right now you only have 2 tiles
Yeah.
that are adjacent to the farm.
Right.
It's a little unfortunate because it's right in the corner.
Okay, let's finish this quest the easy way. Huh. Oh, also now we need to be careful again, because the shockwave is coming up in a few turns, and that's faster than you'd think. So let's try and see if we can connect all of that again. Maybe like so. Yeah. Now everything is connected again, and in 3 turns the shockwave comes. And as we have talked about it before, we can observe that this coral, even though it's not connected right now to the base artifact via other corals, will not be destroyed. So let's see. While we work here on our next big coral. Ah yes, that was the shockwave, and as you can see, this one, the shielded one, is still alive. So that can be very useful, especially if you got a high level coral somewhere on the corner and you don't really want to spend corals to connect it, just to have it connected and not die. Alright, then let's see if we can make something with the few cards we have left here. Oh, that's so hard, because we already have that quest next to the coral farm, so I can't really place anything here. Or maybe, you know, let's show it. If I place a level 2 here, it will randomly again place level 1s next to it. So if I play a turn or 2, in the next one it will place a level 1 onto the level 5 quest. So if we continue, the quest is automatically failed. So as I said before, you need to be careful of what you do with those things, because now I don't even have a single quest left. Oh no,
I have
wait.
one, but it's level 5, so...
Uh,
Those, of course, they give you the most chorus, but they are hardest to complete. Especially if you don't have a lot of cards left, so I don't know if you can even do it with the cards you have.
maybe.
Well, you got some.
But I don't...
So, yeah.
Okay, the rest is at least connected, so I don't have to worry about that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, nice. Let's connect it again, and now... Nice, quest completed,
Amazing.
just in time. Alright, what else do we have here? The area level up, which we have already seen. The shockwave shield we have already seen as well. And the fish range as well. But, you know, since I like my fish cleaning up a lot, to save their homes, let's place it again on the one we already upgraded to make it even better. Nice. Now you could see the radius in which they will clean up is massive, even larger than the whole area we got to play with right now. So with just 2 upgrades, I was able to cover the whole area basically. So that's quite convenient if I ever encounter some dead corals on the corner, for example, because then it's really hard to get a new level 5 there and clean it up, so you can, I don't know, maybe reach even quests that are blocked by those. So that's quite convenient. Let's see, what can we do? I mean, we don't have many corals left. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, as you could just see, if you're not careful, this is what happens. No more corals for me, because I didn't pay attention to the shockwave. That's quite the bummer. But let's see, maybe we can still play a few more turns and see how far we can get here. Maybe even complete a quest or 2. Oh. That was not very good. But hey. 1, 2. Oh, nice. Oh wait.
No, that was
That was not nice. Okay, that was too fast. I need to take my time while playing, because otherwise it's easy to miss such things. Oh well, and I'm missing something again, because now the shockwave will come again and hopefully not destroy anything. Yeah, nice. It's really easy to lose track of everything while you're planning ahead to maybe build a level 5 on a farm, and then you're wanting to also complete the quest in between, and then the shockwave is just around the corner, and you see what happens then.
And as you can see, when you get cores back, they're always placed on top of your stack. So it can always happen that you get some different cores that you were expecting, and so you gotta change up your plan. Or maybe now you can do things you couldn't do before because you have new levels.
Let's see, since I don't have many cards left, maybe I try to build a bit around the fertile tiles, because I only need 2 instead of 3. So maybe I can still make something happen. Let's see. Mm-hmm. That's kind of difficult. So don't worry if you're at the beginning don't really can remember all of those things, and you will make lots of mistakes. Let me tell you that, because we made lots of mistakes when we started playing this ourselves. So be patient with yourself and everything, because it really takes some getting used to really be able to leverage all the advantages of fertile tiles, for example, and manage your space accordingly, because it's really very difficult actually. At least I think so. Maybe some people are just naturals with it. But I have played it for a lot of time, of course, because we have been testing this game for... How long have we been developing this game right now?
So we started in December 2021, so it's been about 1.5 years. Actually, while Johannes fights for his life here, we could tell you a bit about how the game came to be. So we started off, we wanted to make a relaxing underwater game, so that was kind of the theme that we have. And we started off with a third-person online multiplayer game where you'd play a fish, you'd swim around, you'd collect trash, try to fight pollution, try to rebuild your coral reef, but it was more like an online multiplayer experience. But we tested it for a few months and we didn't really find any mechanics that we were happy with. So yeah, after a few months we just kind of decided to scrap everything because we're starting to feel frustrated. I saw that.
I'm feeling frustrated right now.
So we had the idea, so Sandro made a few like these hex tile models in Blender, and it was kind of all we had for a while. And we just decided to try around with paper prototypes. So the idea is to just take kind of stuff you have laying around, some figures, and you just play on paper on a table without actually implementing anything. So we did that, we printed out some hexagons and took some like casino chip things,
some
tokens, and placed them and just played around with that. And that's how we got the idea for different levels, and you kind of start testing out what could happen if you place the same levels next to each other, and what kind of things could you have in your inventory, basically, so the card stack that you have. And we still had this theme of corals and underwater, and so we kind of combined that, and that's how it came to be. So the first prototype for this was made in, I think, April or May 2022, and back then we only had like cubes that were kind of move around a bit and that you could place, and it slowly turned out into what it is right now. So we didn't actually have chorus for a long time, because so all three of us are programmers. We didn't really have, in the core team, we didn't have any artists or any sound engineers. So of course we used cubes and whatnot for a long time. We then got some help from other students at our university. So I think we actually said it. We've used 3 students from the University of Applied Sciences. We're all studying game development there. So
In Salzburg?
In Salzburg, in Austria. And this is part of our master's degree. So this is our master's project that, as we said, we've been doing for about 1.5 years. And as part of that, we got some help from other students who are actually artists and sound engineers. And they made us concept art for the chorus. They made us the models for the chorus, the textures. We received the Steam achievement icons from another student. We received some music, some sound effects.
Some amazing music.
Some really amazing music. Right.
So I think, Johannes,
Yes, as you can.
You're dragging me
how's
out.
it going?
I'm hanging on for dear life here. As you could see in the background while we heard a bit about the university and how this project came to be, I really utilized this farm here. And as you can see, I'm back to 23 cards on the stack now. I leveled up several times, unlocking a new area here. And it's going great basically because we have already 2 level 5s here, 2 level 4s, looking pretty good. Although in 2 turns the shockwave is coming around. But you know what I'm gonna do this time?
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do? I'm going to do something that you normally wouldn't want to do because I'm going to on purpose lose those corals to the shockwave so I can rebuild again. Because you see, the problem I have right now is I got 2 level 5s around the farm, and so I really can't use it anymore because it can only spawn 1 here, and that's not a lot of space to work with. So let's clear those out again, even though you wouldn't want to do that normally.
yeah.
And let's see if I can play even more just by using the newly cleared area again.
So you want to set up the farm
Yes,
with a high level coral.
that's what I would like to do. Maybe even a level 5 coral, then we could get to see level 4 coral spawning from that farm. That would be very handy. Perhaps. I could build another level 4 here, but let's hold off on that for a second. Maybe I can achieve this level 5 one. Oh, and I also need to be mindful of the upcoming shockwave. Once again. I would like to place that there, but it would get destroyed immediately by the shockwave, so... Oh, I'm just gonna place it here. What does it matter?
You would just need another level 4 coral, then you could...
Or level 3.
Oh, level 3, yeah.
Would be enough, actually. It's quite amazing because I shouldn't be playing this long, actually, because we don't have any quests left. I'm not really completing them, so I'm not getting this constant influx of new cards. So it's a pat on my own shoulder. Quite nice that I'm still playing here. So let's see, maybe we can get this level 5 one here, and then I think, did we already unlock the last game mode we could show them?
I don't. Oh,
No,
well, you did.
no.
You have 4 level 5s. So if you place 4 level 5s around the artifact, which you did, you unlock biomes. So there are these fertilities around the center where you only need 2, as we said. These can actually spawn in outer areas as well now that you've unlocked it. And I'm gonna give you the spotlight for placing them. And of course, these are handful because you need less cores. Amazing. And also because, as we said, the farm will only spawn cores that are smaller than the level of the coral placed on it. So because you placed level 5 coral on this now, it can spawn level 4 cores. But it doesn't have a lot of place, so I placed like 1 coral and that's...
Oh no, I'm
actually
going to lose it soon.
Yeah. But I did correct. Of course, you will receive cards back if the farm matches anything.
Let's see if we can expand out here a bit more, because it will get cramped up in here pretty soon. Ah, that's very nice.
It also just spawns level 4 chorus for some reason right now. So that's quite lucky. It can spawn anything underneath its own level, so...
What are you
oftentimes-
saying, Lucky? That's skill.
It could also just have spawned level 1 chorus or level 3 chorus, like right now.
Oh, well. Ah, careful of the shockwave. Now I don't want to lose it because a level 5 one on there is just the best I could have. So let's keep it for now. And let's... Oh!
Yes, these are the biomes that you can see. So if he expands more in this area, then more of these will spawn. And like the fertilizers around the artifact, you only need 2 to merge here. So you can also save some chorus. You could also... Sometimes barren tile will spawn. So you will need 4 on those to match. That's more unlucky, but those of course are nice. It's only a small patch usually.
As you can see, just like the fertile tiles around our base here, works just the same and can be used just the same to get really quickly to level 5 buildings. For example, to clear this one. And I just noticed something that I did miss before, and when the shockwave came and removed all my corals here. We had the fish upgrade placed twice on the same one,
Right.
which I went on ahead explaining, oh, well, that was very good, and now I don't have to worry about it anymore because the whole map is encompassed by this school of fish here. And, well, now that's gone, so I have to build a level 5 again in order to clear these dead corals here. I should have paid more attention before, let's face it. Oh, wait, yeah, I need food.
So during our development, we initially created a lot of prototypes, as Iris said, and we also scrapped a lot of features that, yeah, Johannes?
Please continue. Do go on.
We scrapped a lot of features. One that's on top of my head is the one where we tried to incorporate elevated tiles a little bit more into the gameplay. So the idea was we have different elevation levels for tiles in the reef, and tried that out, but we came to the conclusion that it only complicated the core gameplay, and it didn't add too much of a real value there.
Yeah, you had the problem that of course this will occlude the tiles that are behind it. So since you have this kind of camera angle, if there's one tile which is elevated and then there's a tile behind it, then this will kind of get blocked and you have to move your camera around to place something on there. And you almost died there, so
Not even close.
so we scrapped that feature again. Generally, we try to put real focus on visual clarity so that it's easy to pick up the game. It's, of course, there's a lot of things going on. It's a strategy game in the end. So there were a lot of decisions we had to make about the tutorial and how to explain features and when you would unlock them. But for the game as well, we tried to not include too many parts that would kind of distract you or make it harder to understand what's going on or where your corals are at. So elevations were one of the features that we decided to remove again. Also, we had some other plans or some other things that we tested out. For example, we had more pollution. At a time, there were some tiles that would basically spawn trash similar to the farms. They were kind of the counterparts of the farms. And they could also spawn trash in different levels. And so they could, for example, spawn like a level 1 trash would just be some bottles laying around. And then 3 of those next to each other would again merge into kind of a higher trash or a more dangerous sort of trash. But that had kind of a snowball effect. If you ignored it in the beginning, it just didn't do anything. But then in the beginning it didn't do anything. And then if you didn't do anything against it, it would just kind of overwhelm the reef and just spread everywhere. Which was a little bit frustrating, so I also removed that. Also, most of the features that are in actually went through a lot of different iterations, so I think the quests were the one feature we had from the very beginning. We actually had that on a paper prototype as well. And I think they had like 7 different models or something. Because it was really hard to get people to understand what you should place on it, that you could actually place something on it. So at first we had like a question mark, similar to the question mark when it's still hidden. But then of course there was something on that tile, so people didn't want to place anything there. Then we tried putting a preview of the coral you have to place. Then again, people didn't want to place anything because there was already a coral there, even if it was just a preview. So in the end, we decided to put empty space, to put some stuff around that would kind of indicate the level and also some color of the level underneath it.
Yeah, so regarding the color of the different levels of the corals, so we actually has invested a lot of time there to make sure that it's the most understandable. Because at the beginning we tried to pick a color scheme to kind of in our own way represent the increasing level of a game board piece, so to say. So in the initial prototypes, the colors looked very different, so very muted, and didn't had a direct connection or correlation to that, to the gameplay features. And after several, I think over 10 iterations, I think we finally came to the color scheme you can see right now. So we start off with the level 1 coral being kind of white, bluish, and then we go to level 2 green, level 3 orange, level 4 red, and the final level 5 coral is pink, magenta. And in our play testing sessions, we kind of heard the feedback that those color combinations work the best. So
I think it was a bit of a struggle between, we wanted them to look vibrant and colorful, but also not just like a rainbow. So there was a part when we had like 5 completely different colors with different hues, all basically across the color wheel. Okay, I thought you wanted to say something. So at some points it was not colorful enough, that it was too colorful. We also just, I think with 3 iterations, we just amped up the saturation. Because then of course you make your color palette and then you put it into Unity, and then we have some post-processing effect, so it actually kind of gets more washed out again. So we increase the saturation again. And also we wanted to have cores that would kind of match real-life cores and that you could find in the actual environment, and then would also match in the color to some cores that you could find. Of course, it's a little bit, it's very high saturation, it's very vibrant, but all of these cores have real-world representatives and action names, and you can find. We have a wiki implemented, so it's kind of like a little booklet where you can read up the things that you have unlocked.
Yeah,
you
how
could
do I
show
get
it.
there?
you can open the menu, the pause menu, and then go to the open book icon. Yes.
Right, so that's the wiki. And you have different chapters you can kind of scroll through. You will also find some background information about cores in general, about core bleaching, for example, when you unlock these things. We will be adding some images, it's a lot of text right now. And the different core species, where you can have where you have the name of the different cores and some kind of background information. Right. So that was also consideration when kind of designing the color palette. Also because, as we said, all of us are programmers, so we hadn't really done that before. So that was a bit of a challenge to actually find colors that match and that look good together, because there's a lot of theory that also goes into that. But we were lucky enough to have some artists that supported us and that gave amazing feedback and that helped us through the different iterations. So we're really happy with how it turned out.
Well, now it's getting quite difficult with the space management, as you can see. We are already at the stage in this playthrough where I'm blocked here by these dead corals, and I'm blocked here by all the kelp, and here is already everything built, so I'm not really progressing here. So I guess it will soon come to an end here. Speaking of soon coming to an end, what is our plan for the future?
So when you see the stream, it's the 24th of April, and that's when we released the game. As we said, it's been in development for 1.5 years, so we're really excited to actually finally bring it out and see some people play it. We will be supporting the game if there are any bugs or if anything comes out, and then we kind of plan to see how it's going. We have a lot of ideas in our heads that we want to make, and that could still add a lot of replayability, a lot of more features that could support the core idea. And we'll see how that goes.
Are any major features in the pipeline already? Maybe you want to tease something.
Do we want to tease it?
Maybe not. So
Maybe not.
Maybe keep it,
Oh, it's gonna be a secret.
Yeah, it's gonna be a secret.
Okay. Then sorry, you will have to wait a bit longer to see for yourself. In any case, we really recommend you try it out yourself. It's free to play, and we really poured a lot of our heart blood into that. And so it would be very nice if you played it, maybe left some feedback. Can be if you didn't like it, please also tell us about it, or tell us what you didn't like about it. And if you liked it, we would really appreciate you leaving a review for us, or maybe coming to our Discord server and say hello for a bit and stay for a while. All right. Yeah, so since we don't want to tease what we have coming up already, maybe we want to talk a bit more about what we still haven't seen in this game playthrough, because there is still at least 2 more things we haven't seen yet. Do we want to tease all of those, or should the player also discover for themselves?
I think we can tease one.
We can tease
Yeah.
one. Okay, well, which would you want to tease?
It's up to you.
It's up to me.
Yeah, you can decide.
Okay, since this playthrough is nearing its end anyway, maybe we can go ahead and finish it. Look at our beautiful reef that we built right now. Damn,
Over 1,000 points. Amazing.
that's not bad. It has been a long time since I had such a good run, and so I'm really happy right now that I managed to achieve this one. And with that, because we are talking of achievements already, let's show the last game mode. Because right now we had the area restriction where we only had a hexagonal region to work with, and whenever you expand, there's a new hexagonal region coming again. So let's look at the last game mode. That isn't unlocked. Oh wait, I didn't achieve it. Wait, how many points do you need? 1,500 or
I
something?
think you did. I don't know, there are some restrictions. You can't lose cores to shockwave or something.
Right, because I lost corals to the shockwave. Okay, well then this one will not be teased. So you will have to see for yourself actually. But I can show you something else, which is just for those who really mastered the game. So really not for me, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway, because it's sort of like a timed mode. In the upper left corner, you should be able to see some timer running up right now. And if you really want to challenge yourself after having relaxed in your newly built coral reefs and having had lots of fun with them, you can still go ahead, challenge yourself to reach level 10, like the XP level 10, as fast as possible. And then you can of course match yourself against your friends maybe, and see how fast they can do it. It's really an optional thing, only for those who really know already how to work with fertile tiles and everything, because it's not hard to it's not easy to work with that stuff, especially when you're running on the time. And yeah, since as I said, I am not that good. Let's see just how fast I can go, how far. Oh, that was not good.
Additionally, you're playing on the gamepad.
Oh,
Normally you
yeah,
would play on the
right.
keyboard. You're much faster.
Right. Isn't there... Wait, where's the undo button here?
Y, I think. Should be Y. Then maybe one of the shoulder buttons. All the buttons are rebindable. And so we sometimes forget.
You can
because
quickly
we
rebind
can-
it if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, I could, yeah. How do I do that?
Open
the
the
menu.
options menu and then
Options menu.
And then
Oh, wait, no.
gamepad.
How do I... Oh,
shoulder
Right, so we
buttons. Yeah.
currently have English and German supported. As you could also see, we're just teasing the options menu.
here, right? Okay.
At the bottom, yes.
Where is the undo button? Button west. What is button west?
Button
Left
west should be
X.
this button, X button.
No,
Let's
it's
bind it to north, whatever.
Ah, you
Oh no,
have
wait,
both
redo
of
is
them.
already bound to north. Oh, but now I undid. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, how can I get back here? Let's save. Resume the game. I just clicked undo and now I can redo it. As you can see, my last turn, which was this level 2 coral here, can be undone. And now I'm free to place it again, which is quite convenient. We had so many people in our playtesting sessions. You know, they were playing too fast, not taking it easy and slow. And then whenever they reached the point where they had the shockwave unlocked already and they played very fast, they quickly ran into issues where they would lose all of their corals at once. And so they really wanted to have this like, oh, come on, I didn't pay attention. Can you not give me another chance? And then, yeah, this is another chance, because you can undo one turn into the past and then redo into the future if you want to. And people really liked that. They were very glad that all the corals are not dead. So yeah, that is quite helpful. Okay, so as we teased before, we still have the last game mode that we couldn't show you because I didn't play well enough. But we can already tell you what it's about. It's about kind of the same like the hex mode, where you have an area restriction, but this time the restriction is not that the area is hexagonal, but it is generated randomly. And on top of that, it's fewer of those tiles available per region, so it's even harder. And since it's laid out in a random fashion, you can really get into problems, especially when you have kelp spawning everywhere and dead corals littered around, because then it's really taking it to another level. So I recommend, if you really have the time and try it out, I recommend you try it and see for yourself how hard it is. And maybe even if you reach far enough, maybe you can even play it in the timed mode to really give this challenge a new level, let's say. And yeah, that's about it with the features for now, at least, because we don't want to tease what we have still coming up. All right, let's see if I can finish this speedrun mode, because I'm not speedrunning it right now very well while talking all the time. I need to concentrate here a bit. Shockwave coming up. Oh no. What do I want? You know what? Let's do this. Even if it's gonna be destroyed, I can't help it.
I mean, yeah, you're doing quite well.
I'm doing quite well. I'm doing too well right now. All right. While I'm struggling here, can you tell us a bit more about all the platforms we're available on, and where you can get to know more and get to meet us and talk with us?
So, as you know, we are releasing on this day, so while you're already watching, you can already download the game on PC, and we are also on our Discord server, so you can reach out to us, provide us with feedback or write a Steam review. We are also on social media, Instagram, Twitter. You'll find us under @Coral Cove Game, and yeah.
This is how you speedrun. This is the pro gamer move. And it's actually working. What? Yep, still alive, still alive. Alright, that's it.
So thank you for joining in, and I hope you will, or think we will meet again on maybe on the Discord or on social media somewhere else. And we really hope that you will have a pleasant time playing our game. And yeah.
Thanks very much for joining.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.